Good evening. Today I will be talking to you about Skara Brae. Located on Orkney Island, Skara Brae, which means hilly dunes, is one of the oldest villages ever discovered. Skara Brae dates to what is known as the Neolithic period, when people first began to farm. The name Skara Brae is a corruption of the old name for the site, Scaraba. According to Smith, the lack of timber required the inhabitants to use stone for building. The whole village would have been obscured by 18 feet of refuse. Skara Brae is best known due to its good preservation. It was covered by a combination of Neolithic debris and beach sand until exposed by a storm in 1850. In the 1930s, Gordon Chow excavated Skara Brae after Neolithic debris and beach sand from a storm exposed it. The houses measured 4.6 meters across, having similar rectangular plans with rounded corners. It is unclear how the roofs were constructed, although whalebones or driftwood covered by brush and turf are among the possibilities. The settlement of Skara Brae is assigned to an indigenous population before the arrival of the Brythonic Celts in the late Bronze Age. The ancient village consists of 10 dwellings and a workshop, a fairly elaborate structures of dry masonry huddled closely about a marketplace and along narrow covered lanes. The structure of the village was dictated by adverse and deteriorating weather conditions. This photo representation shows beads that were abundant and mostly made of bone. They are represented by letters F, H, J, and K. Tusks were also perforated as pendants, which is shown as letter B. Piercing tools were made of sheep or goat bones, letter D, and flint and shirt were used as small round scrapers, letter C. The three fragments represented by E belong to cooking pots and are as thick as Bronze Age cinerary urns farther south. Decoration in Skara Brae is scarce, but some of the sherds have grooved geometrical patterns. There, Gordon Childe, a brilliant Australian scholar, made thorough records of the site and realized that there was more than one phase of occupation. There were at least three principal phases of construction at Skara Brae, representing at least 6 centuries of occupation. Based on the structure of the houses, there were tunnels that led to each of the houses inevitably, connecting them all. Thus, it is assumed that this was a tight-knit small community. The central hearths and built-in furniture, which were interpreted as seats, beds, storage compartments, and tanks that were used to hold shellfish, were all made of slabs. Other Orkney and Shetland settlements have yielded fewer houses but with similar stone architecture. Most of the furniture in Skara Brae survives because it was built out of stone, which makes Skara Brae a uniquely detailed record of Neolithic domestic life. This concludes my presentation for Skara Brae. Thank you for joining.